pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. We eat so many shrimp. I got iodine partners.
My bitch a choosing lover, never fuck without a rubber. Never in the sheets like it on top of the cover. Money on the dresser, drive a compressor. Top notch hoes get the most, not the lesser. Trash like the fuck for $40 in the club. Fucking up the game, bitch it gets no love. She be cross country, giving all that she got. 1,000 a pop, I'm putting business off the lot. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn head. Some hoes wanna choose, but them bitches too scary. Your bitch chose me, you ain't a pimp, you a fairy.
A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. We eat so many shrimp. I got iodine partners.
Baby, you been rolling solo, time to get down with the team. The grass is greener on that other side, if you know what I mean. I show you shit you never seen, the 7 wonders of the world. And I can make you
yeah.
if you wanna be my girl. I say my girl, I don't mean my woman, that ain't my style. Need a real street stalker to walk a green mile. Be piling up the paper on the dining room table, cause you able to realize I'm the truth and not a fable. Baby, rockin' Russian sable, keep that chiller on the rack. What I look like with some $1,000 shit up on my...
You know what? He makes a good point. Hang on a second. I got something for this. Hold on. Wait for it. Let's see here. Where is it? Nope. Wrong one. Hold on. Got it. Okay, I can't do that anymore, or else I get struck. Hey, everybody! It's Artie of Artie's Corporate Fiction. Oh, wait, I forgot to turn this off. Whoop, nope, not that one. Aha, there we go. Well, you know what? Let's go to the main entry. Since there's nothing really to see behind me at the moment, I'm just gonna go with no background and see how you guys like it. But welcome. The kitties, they're off somewhere. I don't know. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you, Jester. I went through. I finally did my first solo outing in court. I think I did okay-ish. I think I did okay. That's all right. And I think I'm getting the hang of things. So I also worked out today. Finally, I've worked out 3 times this week, which is the first time I've done that in a very long time. The goal right now is 4 days a week. But it's gonna be like light stuff. So it's like maybe an hour total. So like 20 or 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes of cardio, and then 20, 30 minutes of strength training. Just trying to ease my way back without like hurting myself. The big thing that I need to do that I'm not doing very good is adjusting my diet. I have bought food, so I'm not like I'm going out as much as I was in the first 2 weeks. That's for sure. I have food in the house finally, but I still gotta be better. Start bringing lunch to work and whatnot. So All right. Today we're gonna go through 2, maybe 3, 2, maybe 3 sovereign citizen videos in court. We're gonna take a look at that for sure. I know this may be silly, but could judgeship be in your future? I mean, part of me would think it'd be cool to be a judge, but there's no way in hell I would be because of this channel. I feel like it would be abused as all hell, especially because if I were to stay in Texas, I think almost every judge, I think almost every judicial position, unless except for maybe municipal, I don't even know about that, is elected. And if it's if it's elected, my political enemies have so much to work with. So no, not a chance. It would be cool though. Anyhow, so this one involves Judge Perkins. I think Judge Webster all as well, and there's another one. I can't remember who the judge was for that. All right, we're gonna get through this. Serrana, what do you want, baby? I gave you wet food. That can't be it. All right, whatever. All right, let's go.
Perry versus Destiny Graves, case number SB16.
Destiny.
Strike that. SB10690559, counts 1 and counts 2. SB172478881, SB1724805, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SB1724836. Appearance for the plea.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Graves.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am Destiny Raven
Why is she in a church?
Graves. That's capital D, lowercase ESTINEY.
Oh no.
Hyphen, capital R, lowercase AIVYN, colon, capital G, lowercase RAVES. I am appearing specially and not generally. I am
Okay.
here in good faith and under the protest solely to address the matters raised in my plea abatement. I am not here to delay the process, but to ensure proper identification and
Okay, she's reading from her script, of course.
lawful jurisdiction are established in the record before any further proceedings.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Would you like counsel to represent you or no?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I said today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Would you like counsel to represent you or not?
I actually am not open to proceeding until
Oh no, that's not part of the. She didn't know that this wasn't part of the script. So, yes, BSBT. She's absolutely common knowledge as she's looking at her lower left corner, desperately trying to find an answer.
we establish jurisdiction over the living woman.
Okay.
That's Destiny,
Jurisdiction.
lowercase ESTINEY, hyphen, capital R, lowercase AIVYN, colon, capital G, lowercase RAVES.
Oh no! Wait. Oh, I didn't realize she put in a colon. Oh no, she got one that involved the quantum syntax.
Jurisdiction has been established if you are Destiny Graves. If you're Destiny Graves, if that's your name, then unless you have some other view of the court rule and you cite a court rule, the court is going to feel the jurisdiction has been established.
I understand, Your Honor, but respectfully, the name in all caps represents a corporate legal fiction. I am here as a living woman, not
Name drop. Name drop.
as a surety or a fictional entity. I respectfully require the court to establish for the record how to obtain lawful personal jurisdiction over me, the living woman, separate from that entity.
Well, I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. I'm gonna give you a $0 bond. I can either give you into the breakout room with the city, with an attorney, and he can help you proceed, or you can proceed and speak to the city attorney yourself to see if you can work this matter out, or I can set a jury trial date and the matter should be resolved on the jury trial date. Which one would you like to do, ma'am?
Are you asking me if I would like to proceed for trial?
Yes.
I would respectfully, Your Honor, I would like to reserve all my rights under the UCC 1-308, and I object to these proceedings under protest and duress. My appearance is special and not general. I do not consent to
Special
the court
appearance.
assuming jurisdiction through
Oh my
presumption.
God.
If this
Okay, it was only 5.5 minutes long. If I knew there was going to be so many bingo boxes, I would have saved this. Oh my goodness.
court insists on moving forward without proving lawful authority over the living woman, I must note a violation of due process for the record.
Okay, so,
Okay.
I mean, if you can't give me an answer to my question, then I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room until you can figure it out, and we'll move on to the next person.
What is your question, Your Honor?
I asked you, do you want to see if the attorney can get you an offer and speak with the attorney? Or would you like to work out an offer with the city yourself to resolve the matter? Or would you like me to set a jury trial date? Those are your three options. You keep on saying that same stuff is not gonna change what your three options are, okay? So that's, I don't need to hear that same recitation of what you just mentioned a minute ago. Now, what do you want to do?
So I'm sorry, respectfully, Your Honor, I do want to know.
Nature and cause.
Is this denying the abatement plea?
What?
Say that again?
Is this denying the abatement plea?
Say that again?
Is this denying my abatement plea?
I'm not getting into this, ma'am. I'm gonna pass the matter. All right, let's go to, I'm gonna pass the matter. All right, I'm not getting into this, ma'am. I'm gonna pass the matter.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
All right, let's go to,
And apparently, according to OSG, after the judge put her back in the waiting room, she just bounced. So that's a bench warrant. All right, where are we going? What's next? The problem is I've seen that there's a lot of like SovCit videos, court videos that are like weeks old that I still haven't touched because that was in the middle of the move and everything like that. An abatement plea. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even sure what that is. That could be a thing in other states, but I've never heard of an abatement plea. All right, who? I don't know who this judge is.
All right. Ms. Referee, you can come on. All right, I have 3 files here. I have, it's like 2 civil infractions, 1 misdemeanor case. Misdemeanor file is 25F00373ON. People of the City of Burton versus Christopher Allen Renfro, and then the 2 civil infractions, 25F00141OI and 25F00394OI. People of the City of Burton versus Christopher Allen Renfro. And Attorney Odette.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. This is the time set for a pretrial and possible motion hearing. I've received no motions, and I don't anticipate there being any at this time. And we were just asking if we continue to the jury trial date, as my associate has indicated that Mr. Renfro is not inclined to accept any sort of offer.
All right, thank you for that. And then, Mr. Renfro, can you go ahead and state your name for the record?
My name is Christopher Allen Renfro. Today, I am demanding a vacate of these matters.
Okay.
Where I still do not consent. The jury trial is not a grand jury, so it would be a violation.
Brother, this is a traffic. This is traffic. You don't get a grand jury for a traffic violation.
Of the provisions of the Constitution of the United States of America. Also, the traffic tickets were not criminal, which this jurisdiction is for criminals, so I'd like to.
I'm sorry, but if this is did somebody say that this is Texas? I don't even know if this. Oh, somebody said Chewy's is in Frisco. Okay, no. Again, depending on in Texas, traffic are Class C misdemeanors, so they're crimes here in the state of Texas. Other states treat them as a civil penalties, presuming that they don't involve any jail time. And then there's other states that say that they're like a hybrid, like New Jersey. New Jersey, they're quasi crimes. You could potentially go to jail for certain for certain violations of the traffic code in New Jersey, but it's treated. It's a different process than a straight criminal action.
Those vacated also. No, there was no proof nor burden that the testimony of the cop was proved to be true.
What the hell did he just say? There's no proof that the cop's testimony was proven to be true. Is that what he just said?
The testimony of the cop was proof that nor burden that the testimony of the cop was proved to be true. And also,
oh, I see it now, Michigan.
No evidence. I still have not gotten discovery, which means it doesn't sound like the plaintiff is ready to move.
So yeah, if we're Lisa, yes, the cop must be presented to the defendant prior to trial. If we're pre-trial, yes, discovery. If discovery still needs to be happen, that's something that can be discussed here and now. In this hearing. What you probably get in discovery would be the offense report, body camera footage, the citation, as well as I think those are pretty much the main things. The citation you got, any body cam footage or dash cam footage, and any incident or arrest report written by the officer.
Move forward either. So that's my statement. I demand the court to vacate these matters and restore them whole again.
All right, thank you. So most of what you stated is incorrect, and I'm denying your request to vacate or dismiss. The proper term would be dismiss, but denying that request. One thing that you did mention, though, that I do want to talk about is the discovery issue. And so is there any discovery that Mr. Renfro needs that he does not have?
There's a police report in the criminal matter, and then the tickets that he received.
Has that been provided?
I have no way to provide that to Mr. Renfro. He offered it to them previously, and we did not take that.
How would you like that to be given to you, sir?
Well, the 24th was the cutoff, so we're past the cutoff, and that means that there's no discovery on either side.
Wait, what did he say? There's Hawk, I think it's traffic, but I don't know specifically his offense.
He offered it to them previously, and we did not take that.
How would you like that to be given to you, sir?
Well, the 24th was the cutoff, so we're past the cutoff, and that means that there's no discovery on either side.
Oh, come on! Oh, really, brother? Really? Yeah, I thank you, Marty, for catching that too. So because he decided to not pick up Discovery, and now that Discovery has been concluded, he's all like, well, I never got Discovery. Therefore, dismissal. Really?
What it means is that the rules in this court are set by me, and if you want discovery, we don't interrupt each other. If you want discovery, because you just stated you wanted discovery, so if you want discovery, I'm gonna make sure it happens. So if you want discovery, how do you want to give it to you?
I don't. We're past the cutoff.
You see, he's trying. No, that's not how this works, man. No, I do not want Discovery, because if I accept Discovery, it just continues this. I want this dismissed.
Fine, and I want to vacate.
He doesn't want it. All right, well, if you don't want discovery, that's fine. In regards to your
Yeah, if you don't want Discovery, okay, but that's not going to stop this case from continuing.
also, I want to mention, not right, but somewhat maybe along the path towards that somewhere, when you stated the thing about the civil infractions. So you're right, civil infractions are not criminal matters. They are civil infractions for a reason, because they don't carry any penalty of going to jail or anything like that. And so you aren't entitled to a jury trial on the civil infractions. You are entitled to a formal hearing. So my plan would be to have the formal hearings either before or after, depending on how it works out, the jury trial on the misdemeanor matter. Attorney Odette, do you have any objection to that?
I have none, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, and Mr. Renfro, I know you don't want to be here, you don't want to do any of this, you don't consent to anything, but nobody here on a criminal case really consents to it. So is that all right if we do those things at the same time, or would you prefer to come back on different days?
Consent.
Girl named
comes
Joe,
from
thank you for the
Declaration
gifted
of
membership.
Independence. Their second paragraph.
What did he? I'm sorry, I talked over this.
Do
What?
those things at the same time, or would you prefer to come back on different days?
Consent comes from the Declaration of Independence. Their second paragraph down talks about the consent to be governed, and also William Lynch letters talks about when slavery ended, commerce was created. What differentiated the two was consent. So maybe we need to go back to our books.
That is a very interesting concept. And again,
All right, thank you for the $1.99 super chat.
incorrect. Also, Declaration of Independence isn't law. Declaration of Independence was a declaration that we made.
Correct. The Declaration of Independence is not law that you can cite to. It can be referenced to as like as a secondary source or an ancillary source to kind of glean intent in certain statutes or certain application of interpreting constitutional law. But the Declaration of Independence is not actual law that you can cite to. I heard that. What do you, baby? Okay. All right. So what I did, guys, I switched my power button to just turn off the monitor instead of immediately starting the shutdown process. So I fixed that part. But I still want to get like a fighter switch toggle for my power button.
To King England about what we wanted to see happen in this country. So that's not law. I wouldn't quote that anymore. I would quote
Reasons why
other
I went to
things.
war with England.
One more
was
time.
Sam in America.
Don't interrupt each other. We're gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna keep reminding you of that, because if you try to do it while we're having a jury trial, I'm gonna shut it down way faster, because we're not gonna do it in front of a jury. All right, so again, remember, we don't interrupt each other. So let's go back to the question, which was, would you like to do the jury trial and the formals on the civil infractions on the same day, or would you like to do them on different days? That's the only answer I need right now.
Proceed how you feel, because you already have, so.
Okay, I agree with that. So we will set them for the same day. I think that would be more convenient for everyone involved.
Thank
And
you.
we do try to be convenient for people around here. Okay, and so let's set this then for,
I believe it's already set. I believe there's already notice for the, but I don't believe it was on 8/7 yet.
But it was not set for today.
if we set this for August 7th,
I don't know what you
Mr.
mean by that,
Renfro, is
Cece.
that an acceptable, and I know no date is acceptable to you, but are you free on August 7th?
I'm summons, I'll be here.
Okay, all right, you'll get a notice. We won't send you a summons, but we will send you a notice for you to
Only
be here.
summons a little bit.
Well, if you don't show up, I'm gonna issue a bench warrant for your arrest, so be
Yep.
fair warned. August 7th, jury trial, 2025, August 7th at 8:30 a.m. That will also be the same date for the formal hearings on the civil infractions. And like I said, I'm not real sure which ones we'll do first or last, but I'm thinking we'll probably do the jury trial first so we can get the jury in and out of here, and then we'll move on to the civil infractions. That way, if we have to come back the next day on the civil infractions, we don't have to bring the jury back. Last thing before we leave, Attorney Odette, you mentioned that, actually, there's two more things I want to talk about before we leave. One, you mentioned that today was set for pre-trial and motion, and I do have, as well have it, there was no stuff for motions, but I don't have any written motions filed. Did either of you file any written motions?
I did not, Your Honor.
Did you? Mr. Renfro?
No, I do not.
No? Okay, all right, so I don't know why that was set for that. I know you made an oral motion today, but. All right, well, then that's not an issue. I will also note that right now, the jury trial actually has a date for Friday, September 5th at 9 o'clock.
Yes, that was the date that that we subpoenaed.
This is the date of Mr. Becker's trial.
Okay,
When we originally scheduled this to coincide,
gotcha,
and it just kept moving forward.
gotcha. All right, so we want to do August 7th or September 5th? It's like either day is gonna be fine.
He's being a lab cat now.
I'd say August 7th is good a date as any, so we're gonna, we had it originally set for, I think it was, July 25th, we had to move it because there was some kind of emergency or something. I don't remember what happened on that date, but it was something weird. So then we moved it, but we'll move it back to August 7th. That way we can get Mr. Renfro in a little bit sooner rather than later. I think those are all the things that I wanted to cover, except one more time, Mr. Renfro, I know we've already talked about this, but it is your intention to represent yourself in this matter, is that true?
It ain't my intention to present this cause.
Okay, you do not want me to ask the public defender's office to appoint you an attorney, is that right? You don't want that, right?
No,
And you do not want to retain an attorney, is that right?
right, I'm competent, and I will see these matters through myself.
All right,
Oh,
you
I bet
understand,
you
we
will.
talked about this before, but you understand that Attorney Odette and the people that work in her office that are lawyers have law degrees, they've been through law school, they've been doing this for many years, and according to the people in the legal system, you are gonna place yourself at a significant advantage by representing yourself. Do you understand that?
Advantage? Yes.
At disadvantage. I'm sorry, I didn't say advantage, I meant disadvantage.
I see it the other way, but that's.
And that's fine, that's why people represent themselves, they think that they can do it, and you seem pretty competent to me. As long as we all respect each other and respect this room, everything will be fine and you can represent yourself. I don't have a problem with that. But if we start crossing those lines, that's when we're gonna have a problem, okay? All right, I think that's it for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
May I have a second for Mr. Renfro?
Yes.
Yes.
We got one more. This one is from Judge Webster. Let's go. This will be the final one before we close out.
For on the record in 2025 TR 1215, State of Kansas versus Quentin Lawrence Height. Brett Sweeney for the state. The defendant appears in person and per se.
Richard Spencer looking ass.
Mr. Height, count one, you're charged with driving without your license and possession when demanded, an unclassified
me. I shouldn't say
misdemeanor,
that.
a sentence up to 30 days and $500 maximum fines. And count two, driving without registration or tag, an unclassified misdemeanor, up to $2,500 in fines and 30 days to 6 months. You want to, well, how do you want to proceed, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Quentin Lawrence Height, the accused in this matter. I'd like to briefly state for the record that I have made good faith efforts to meet with the prosecution prior to today's proceedings. I called the Butler County Attorney's Office twice and had in-person meeting times set up to discuss a dismissal agreement with the intention to obtain and present a valid Kansas driver's license, insurance, and registration on the car involved. Unfortunately, I was rescheduled on both occasions. The most recent meeting was scheduled for yesterday afternoon, but I was informed that Jared Regier had jury duty this week. At 7:55 a.m. this morning, I sent an email proposing a dismissal agreement. I also called the office at 8:19 a.m. to speak with Mr. Jared and his team, but unfortunately, Jared and both Brett Sweeney were unavailable. With that said, I am not
Okay. This guy seems hinged.
sure if Mr. Sweeney was made aware of my meeting attempts, emails, or phone calls this morning by the receptionist in the county attorney's office this morning. Additionally, I do have a meeting set in person for August 7th at 3 p.m. for the discussion of the same matter. Given these circumstances, I request a continuance. I believe with a short amount of additional time, we may be able to resolve this matter efficiently without burdening the court. I'm also available to meet with the prosecution in person over the phone after court today or before 1 p.m. tomorrow. I'm also available to register my car on the same timeline to satisfy the diversion agreement. I respectfully ask the court for a brief continuance so that I may pursue this resolution opportunity directly with the county attorney's office. Thank you, Your Honor, and I yield.
All right, so are you waiving your right to counsel then and representing yourself?
I am presenting myself today.
And you understand that you can hire any attorney, and if you cannot afford to hire an attorney, you can apply for court appointed and see if you qualify?
I do comprehend, yes.
Okay, would you wish to proceed on your own
Comprehend.
behalf? Is anyone making you give up your right to an attorney?
No one.
All right, well, I'm showing that you have knowingly and voluntarily waived your right to counsel so you can represent yourself. With that, please, in the journal entry and docket notes. Next,
A little
have
bit.
you looked online at the diversion program to see if you are interested in that?
I have not had an opportunity to do so. As I had stated, I was hoping to discuss the terms in person with Mr. Regier or hopefully this morning, Mr. Sweeney, but they were both unavailable. So at this time, I have not reviewed the terms, no.
Looks like you have some pending cases in about at least 2 other counties. Does that sound right?
I would like to say that those matters are separate. I don't know if that is true or correct.
Well, 2 of them are in Butler County. It looks like one in Sedgwick. Let me see when the court date is so we can maybe put them together.
In Your Honor, I was going to mention that this case has actually already been set on Chief Judge Ricky's docket for another hearing, August 25th at 3 p.m.
May I ask, Destiny, are you talking in regards to
Destiny.
the current matter that we were discussing today, the 1215?
The girl's name.
Yes, it's regarding this case. It's going to be set with the other case as well, though.
Interesting.
All
Okay.
Okay, so is Judge Ricky reassigning
Earl,
these
thank you
2
for the 33
cases
months.
to himself?
He is, Your Honor.
You're doing okay.
Okay. Is there a felony case, Mr. Height?
I'm sorry, say again, please.
Well, I was just curious why Judge Ricky would snag 2 misdemeanors out of the group here. Do you have a felony case pending with Judge Ricky?
Not that I'm aware of, and as of my first hearing on the other aforementioned matter, he said he would not be lumping these two together. So this is of news to me. I was not made aware of this. And I also did state that my preference would be to have them separate, and he agreed as such. So this is interesting to me.
Mr. Sweeney, any information you might be able to have or like to shed on this?
Just kind of hearsay, Your Honor. Mr. Regier, prepping me for today's docket, did talk to me about this case and say that maybe he had a meeting coming up with the defendant, but he did mention that Judge Ricky rather took one of the cases, but my understanding in speaking with Mr. Regier is that the other case was to remain in front of Your Honor. So all of them are misdemeanors, of course, including this one, but my understanding is that he was retaining one of the misdemeanors, but this traffic case was to remain down here. I could be incorrect, but that's what I understood in speaking with him.
And I believe that was what was previously stated. I do have a note as well on this case in the 25 TR 1215 from Judge Ricky's assistant, stating that it's to be moved and set for August 25th at 3 p.m.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Height, I'm not sure what Judge Ricky has in mind, but I trust he does beyond any doubt. So we're going to move this case to Judge Ricky's docket, August 25th at 2:30.
Okay.
And license and registration. No clue, but I have plenty of cases to object. I'm grateful for any help. Let's see.
I would like to note on the record that it is my preference to keep these separate. Just wanted to make that heard.
That will be noted. Please note that on the record. Two unclassified, you don't have to make bond in that case. So I'm going to order that you reappear at the date and time given before Judge Ricky. Did he say whether he wanted that by Zoom or in person?
My request would be to be in person. And also I did want to state one more further thing for the record that the judge had during, like I had mentioned earlier, but wanted to make sure the record reflected that he was not planning to put them together. So just making that available. Thank you.
Okay. All right, well, you may go, sir. She's from these proceedings. Just make sure you reappear at the date and time given.
Okay, and one more time for me, please. The date.
August 25th at 2:30, didn't you say, Destiny?
I show at 3 p.m., Your Honor, but
Okay.
August 25th nonetheless.
August 25th, 3 p.m. And did he say again, in person, or did he specify Zoom or in person?
I show that the other case is set by Zoom, so I would presume that both will be set by Zoom, Your Honor.
Okay, you might call back close to the date and confirm that that's right, sir.
Okay.
If you want a court-appointed attorney, you need to turn in an application for one. Do you want an attorney?
I do not.
Okay. All right. You may go, sir.
Thank you for your time.
So this
Thank you
is
for
a
yours.
very rare element where the sovereign citizen is actually like courteous. I almost want to say professional, but it's weird. It's very, very weird because you guys heard him say like the usual stuff. He said, I present myself instead of saying I'm representing myself. And he said, I comprehend instead of saying I understand. But he doesn't interrupt. He waits for his turn. He doesn't go off on some wild BS, like crazy BS. It's weird. It's very weird. Actually, I think this is a follow-up. I have to see the first one. Hold on. We're gonna see the first one. Because I'm very, very curious about this. This is with Judge Ricky.
This is the state of Kansas versus
Rieger!
Quentin
What's up,
Lawrence
man?
Height. It's case number 2025 TR 1215. Quentin Height appears apparently on his own Zoom. Jaron Regier appears on behalf of the state of Kansas and the Butler County Attorney's Office. For Height, court has an information before it which alleges in count 1 the charge of interference with law enforcement, a Class A non-person misdemeanor punishable by up to $2,500 fine and up to 1 year in the county jail or both.
Damn.
In count 2, failure to register a vehicle, an unclassified non-person misdemeanor punishable by up to 30 days in the county jail and up to a $500 fine or both. What are your intentions regarding a plea here this afternoon, Mr. Height?
Good afternoon. I do not intend to plead.
Oh boy. Okay. Well then. All right, let's go.
Why is that, Mr. Height?
I have a few clerical things I'd like to clear up.
Oh no.
Did you personally read the case filing for BU-2025-CR-000261 in its entirety?
No.
No.
Do you believe that the filing document is true, complete, and correct?
I'm not sure why I'm answering your questions, Mr. Height. We're here on a first appearance on a criminal case.
I am trying to clear up to make sure that the charging documents are true and correct before proceeding.
I see nothing openly defective about the charging document.
Okay,
Well, let's move on. If you don't wish to enter a plea, the court will be entering a plea of not guilty on your behalf, Mr. Height. And we'll be establishing another court date.
Your Honor, that would not be my...
So here's the thing. If he wants to challenge the efficacy of the filing instruments, so for example, the formal complaint, assuming if Kansas has that, if the formal complaint is incorrect or is invalid or void or something like that, then you can raise that. But that would be something you'd raise at a later date. That would not be something you'd raise here at this juncture.
My preference, I would like to have...
Well, I don't care if it's your preference or not.
True.
Thank you. I would like to have a probable
Thank you.
cause hearing before a plea.
You're not entitled to a probable cause hearing. This is a misdemeanor case rather than a felony case, and you're not in custody.
I don't know if that's how Kansas does it.
Okay, I have challenges that I would like to raise on the record formally for both the case filing and the field case report from the arresting officer.
Let me ask you, do you believe that you have the financial resources to hire a lawyer to represent you in this case?
I will not be hiring a lawyer. Thank you for asking.
So you're going to represent yourself in this case, is that correct?
I will be presenting myself. That is correct, yes.
You do understand that if you can't afford a lawyer, the court will consider appointing you one.
I do comprehend this. Thank you.
Comprehend.
But you reject either retained or appointed counsel, and you're going to represent yourself in this case, correct?
I will be presenting
All right,
myself.
very well.
Thank you.
There was an appearance bond posted in this case. Apparently, it was a cash bond in the amount of $2,000. It secured the defendant's appearance. The court has approved that bond and will maintain Quentin Height under it pending further proceedings in this case, which I will set.
Before that, I would like to request your lawful determination that this court has jurisdiction over this matter.
There we go. There we go. There it is. There it is. All right. All right, let's go. Let's go.
I cannot proceed until the field case report and the case filing are both verified complaints and true and correct.
I don't know where you're getting all this.
Uh-oh.
According to the state's charging document, I'll advise you, Mr.
I know I
Height,
did.
that it did take place somewhere in Butler County, Kansas.
Okay, thank you
The
for that.
court does believe it has jurisdiction.
I do have a copy of a field case report and a case filing that I received from the Butler County Attorney's Office as well as the Butler County Sheriff's Office, and I have found inconsistencies in both of the documents that I'm trying to raise here formally with you that
You don't raise them here.
make a plea until they have been resolved.
Oh my, no. Unless the actual charging document says it's a completely different county, the judge is not going to do anything at this point. If you think that there are some inconsistencies in the charging document that could raise a jurisdictional issue, you have to set that later. Again, unless it's so blatant that it's on the filing document that it's a completely different county that you were stopped in. Yeah. So he is a typical Sov. Obviously, he's just a more polite Sov. But yeah, this is typical Sov trying to argue his case at the point of making a plea.
All right. So I've entered a not guilty plea on your behalf.
Like you, Judge Ricky.
I would like to please the court that this would be not on my behalf and
Please
under threat and duress, and only under the matter that you have moved on my behalf. I have not entered a plea.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm entering it for you.
Additionally, I'd like to let the record show that due to a
he misspoke. The record.
Lack of corpus delicti via verified.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Now I'm starting to actually think that this guy is taking Mark Stevens' script. He bought like a bastardized version of Mark Stevens' strategy. And this is what he's employing.
Complaint, jurisdictional defects, and the lack of essential elements to bring a formal complaint and charges against me, I must move for dismissal immediately based on the plaintiff's failure to present all the required elements. That is in regards to the case filing.
No.
Judge, I would also like to ask, will you be reviewing the case filing and field case report in their entirety to ensure that my due process rights are not violated before the arraignment hearing begins?
I appreciate Judge Ricky for not responding to that.
Court's going to assign the case to this division. I'm going to set a court date for Monday, August 25.
And what is the purpose of that court date, may I ask?
For further proceedings in the case, Mr. Height. It'll be your first appearance with following today's date.
So that would involve setting discovery and so on and so forth.
I'm going to set the hearing time at 3:00 p.m. You may appear by Zoom.
Is there an in-person?
3:00 Monday, August 25 for further proceedings in this case before this court.
Thank you. And may I ask, is there an option for an in-person appearance?
Not for that court appearance.
Okay.
We'll conduct the next appearance by Zoom.
Okay. Is there an opportunity to be in person for any proceedings?
Yes.
Okay. And which proceedings would those be?
What we've established today is the next one will be by Zoom. Now, if you don't want to appear remotely, you can come to the Butler County Judicial Center and you can participate from that location. You'll be participating by Zoom, but you can participate from the Judicial Center. So make sure that you have the resources available to you to fully participate in the next hearing. So Monday, August 25, 3 o'clock, he's going to represent himself. And the court
And-
has approved and maintained him under his previously established bond of $2,000 cash.
May I also ask what
Okay,
judge
just a
and what
minute, I'm
court-
going to ask the prosecutor. Mr. Regier, is there anything else that we need to address regarding Quentin Height at this time?
I like it. I
Not
love
on this
Judge Ricky.
particular matter, Your Honor, although in per my duty of candor as an officer of the court, I would tell the court that there does appear to be another case involving this
Uh-oh.
same defendant, where it would appear that an appearance bond has been executed for at the end of next month. I'm not sure, given the court's order, state if the court wishes to address that matter at this time for the purposes of the judicial economy.
No. If he has multiple cases, that's the implication of having multiple cases, that he may have multiple court dates.
Very good. Your
So
Honor.
let's go ahead and cite for Mr. Height, just in case he doesn't have it written down on his calendar somewhere. What is the next scheduled appearance in this other case?
Your Honor, the state's information is that in Butler County 25 TR 1215, there appears to be a bond, specifically a cash bond in the amount of $1,000 for an appearance date on July 30th, 2025 at 9 a.m.
All right. I'll advise the defendant that he does have a separate appearance requirement in a different case for July 30th at 9 o'clock a.m. I trust that would be in Zoom court with Judge Webster on that date, Mr. Regier?
That would be the state's presumption, Your Honor.
Okay, and then of course, you've still got your Zoom appearance requirement in this court on Monday, August 25 at 3 o'clock, Mr. Height. I
Thank
think
you for
that
the-
concludes our business
Yeah, Jake.
on
I have
the
one-
case
one
at this
further
time.
One further question, please. For this matter, the new hearing that you have just set, who is the judge and the court presiding?
The new one that I just said, you mean in this case that was before the court today?
Correct.
This judge is hearing the
Okay.
case.
This judge.
Okay.
Me, Judge.
Thank you for clarifying.
Uh-huh.
And if there's nothing further, the Quentin Height matter will be in recess at this time, and we'll move on to another matter.
Okay,
Thank you for
then.
your time.
Yeah, this was the previous party. Okay, so I wonder how that's going to end up. Hopefully we'll get to see the trial. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm hungry, so I got to eat. Where's my eek? He's probably in the bathroom sink waiting for me to open up the faucet. Apparently that's a thing that he wants to do now. Don't ask me why. He's never done this before in the old house. He just decided this is something he wants to do. Is the cat tower up yet? No, I am lazy. And if I'm being honest with you and honest with myself, I'm probably going to save that for the weekend. He wants a fancy cat fountain. They already have a fancy cat fountain. It's working right now. I'm seeing it. And the filter's still good. It lets me know when the filter goes bad. Serrana, hey. Do not get into the dishwasher. Okay. You guys have a good one. I'll see you guys probably not tomorrow, but I will do my best to see you Friday. But because of where I am now, I'm actually able to like go out and touch grass on Fridays. So I don't know. I may have to rethink my my streaming schedule. Maybe to move to Saturday being a more consistent streaming day. But anyway, take care, guys. I'll see you next time. And yeah, adios. Bye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the likes, subscribes. Check out my Discord. All that jazz. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, I also started a new character in Oblivion. Oh yeah, if anybody's still here, I could use some advice on electric bikes, if anybody like has one. Because I can literally my office is less than a mile away from me, and I could save so much money by just biking to work. All right, link me in Discord. All right, bye.